All right. We do have some last pack, Matt.
Have you ever had one of those days that you just feel like ripping open some wax and having some fun? Today is one of those days for me, and I chose a product to rip with you that is a big time boom or bust. There's one way that you can go and only one. So let's see what we get. Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s B-Ball Cards here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a little bit of TikTok, every now and again, trying new stuff. So, today we're ripping into a product from 1999-2000, one of those forgotten years that I always talk about, where you didn't have Jordan, but Kobe was really the big highlight, and some interesting years as a penny collector where he was between teams on a lot of products, going between the Magic and the Suns. So sometimes you got Suns, sometimes you got Magic. It was always an interesting year for me anyway. So, yeah, SP Authentic. Didn't even talk about the cards that we're ripping into. SP Authentic from 99-2000 is what we've got some packs of today. And like I said at the beginning, this is one of those big time boom or bust products. So we'll go over the fire of what you could get. But basically, you either get something that is very exciting or you get some other stuff that might be fun to look at, but not necessarily the biggest hits in the world. So that's what we're looking at busting into. And again, like I said, I just had the itch to bust open some wax, and it's been a few weeks since we've done that together. So let's do that right now.
All right, here we've got some of the fire. This is, like we were talking about, is really a pretty big feast or famine product. So we'll go through what we could hit and what we really want to see. So starting off here, this is what the base sets are going to look like. But the reason why I'm showing this is a promotional sample or production sample, something I really like. So whenever I can find a PC card that is a sample card, I always like to get it. So if you're wondering, before we get into there, they definitely do have some of that theming of the base set on the front of the pack. So cool looking, elegant looking cards. The first thing here is the rookies, or the rookie FX. So we've got a couple funny rookies, Todd McCullough and Trajan Langdon. So not necessarily the biggest names, but this rookie class didn't have a lot of heavy hitters. So interestingly enough, the biggest boom rookie is the Chris Herron. So he had a nice 30 for 30, talking about kind of what he could have been, but addiction didn't get to him. So that's about a $12 card. The Lamar Odom's about a $10 to $15 card. Jason Terry is about a $10 to $15 card as well. So those are some of the bigger value players. These ones here, you're looking at $1 to $5, but for any commons, the biggest names at the time, Elton Brand, Steve Francis, those are about $5 cards right now. So nothing too crazy for rookies. They are serial numbered to 1500, which is a nice little added bonus for some scarcity. So the first insert, the true insert, is Maximum Force. So here we've got a Kevin Garnett and a Kobe Bryant. So these are 1 in 4 packs. So, wouldn't be surprised to see one, but again, these not terribly rare. They are pretty cool looking. They have a lot of really good action photos. KG dunking over Mutombo, not something people did terribly often. So not a ton of value here. The Kobe's about $10. The KG is about $5. Iverson has a card in here, about $5. So everything in this set, you're looking at $1 to $10 for the most common of players, and the biggest star being Kobe. The next one we've got a Kevin Garnett, we've got a Kobe, and we've got an Iverson for the SP first class. These are one of those that kind of set themselves apart from the other inserts. I like these a bit more, and it seems like the values definitely indicate that as well. So these are 1 in 12 packs for the first class. The Kobe, you're looking at $10 to $15. Really like that picture there of him with the number 8 jersey, but also the short time where he wore that glove. Kind of an interesting thing there. Iverson, again, you're looking at $1 to $5 for the other players in the set. So the Iverson, love those shoes. I love the shoes of the Kevin Garnett also. A lot of fun nostalgia shown off in these cards. So something, maybe it's just me, but I think these are a little bit more interesting than the other ones. The next one we have is SP Athletic. Here we've got the Kevin Garnett, kind of a grayed out picture in the background with a smaller picture action photo there. These are 1 in 12 packs as well, but don't do as well for value. I don't think they look as good That's my assessment anyway. So the Kobe, you're gonna get about $5 to $10 for that one. KG and the other guys, you're looking at $1 to $5. So, you know, not a huge difference in price, but a little tick down, even though it's the same scarcity as the first class. Next one, again, lots of KGs here to share. So the SP Supremacy. So these ones, a little bit more rare, 1 in 24 packs, almost twice as hard to pull. But the Kobe, again, it's about a $10 to $15 card. And a lot of the other guys, you're looking at $1 to $5, including this KG here. So again, you know, a lot of these, they aren't setting themselves apart significantly enough to make people terribly excited and not terribly rare. So the last of the true inserts we have here is the Premier Power. So we've got a Kevin Garnett and an Allen Iverson. These ones definitely look nicer to me anyway. And these are actually pretty hard to pull. So these are 1 in 72 packs. So about 1 per 2 boxes. So, you know, these are definitely a nicer hit. A lot of the same players here and similar values. So for the Kobe, you're looking at about a $15 card, maybe a little bit higher. Iverson, $5 to $10. Vince Carter's about $5 to $10. Kevin Garnett's $5 to $10. So this one being the most rare of the bunch, also has a little bit more of an exclusive checklist, if you will. So, you know, these in the first class are probably the most exciting inserts in my estimation anyway, and value is about the same for them. What we're really looking to get are the sign of the time. So here we've got a Cory Mcgetty, one of my favorite Magic players from that era, and this is his rookie year, so that's why it's in that rookie card holder, a little ham-fisted there, but that's what it came in. So these are 1 in 23 packs and really run the gamut for value. So a Cory Mcgetty like this is about a $10 card. You can find some other smaller stars or, you know, non-rookies that are probably going to be closer to $1 to $5 or $1 to $10, you know, probably not $1, but, you know, around the $5 marker. So you can definitely find some of those players, but there are also some really big stars. There's a Penny that I could add to my collection. I don't have yet. He is in his son's uniform in this, which, you know, a little bit of a bummer for me, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. But that would be a new addition for me, and I haven't seen one of those come up for sale in quite some time. A Dirk is about a $250 to $270 card, so that would be a nice hit from his second year. The Kobe, the last one I saw sell was, I think, $2,500. So that's really the big one that we would be looking for. You know, Kobe in this product is really the big name. So really cool stuff. Would love to see any of them, but especially some of those big stars, and, you know, definitely really hoping for a Penny. 1 in 23 packs, not the rarest to hit, but definitely not an easy pull, especially when you've only got 4 packs like we've got today. So there are also gold versions. The gold versions are numbered to just 25 copies. Again, saw a Penny sell and went for a bunch. I can't remember what the final price was, but it was a pretty penny, no pun intended, but I think is also number 1 out of 25. So the last one that I saw sell though was Kevin Garnett, which sold for, I believe, $2,500. So the gold of KG sold for the same as the base, if you will, of Kobe, which is interesting. You know, no telling what a Kobe would go for, but if we pull a gold, it'll be very exciting regardless of the player, but even more exciting if it's a PC player, for sure. The other thing that we could see in here, MJ Final Floors, those are 1 in 2,500 packs. And they have a piece of the floor from his last game in Utah. Really cool stuff. There are also jumbo versions that were used in other Upper Deck products, but something to be on the lookout for. Those are about a $150 card, I think, if we were to hit one, but again, astronomical odds. There are also some numbered copies of those. There's a 1 of 1, which I think has already been hit. Don't remember the last time I saw it, but I remember seeing pictures at some point, and I think there are also copies that are numbered to 23, but I think both of those are autographed, if I'm not mistaken. But if you know more about those, drop it down in the comments and definitely share the information. That would be great. There's also some buyback autos you can get in here. Not that they're autographed, but it's like a buyback card, basically something you can redeem. They've all expired by now. Those are 1 in 288 packs for the buybacks. And then there's also trade-in cards, which are 1 in 15,000 packs. Not what we're looking to get in these, but definitely looking for the sign of the times. So let's bust into the packs and hope we get some of that great autograph fire. All right, here we go. We got 4 packs. The last time that I had opened some of these packs, from this product in this year. There was some sticking, there's some embossing, there's a little bit of gloss. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you can definitely see the packs have degraded a bit. You can see through them a little bit. I'm not trying to peek and see who the players are, but you can also feel some of the embossing. So, you know, no telling what could happen here. All right, here we go. Reggie Miller, no sticking on this one, which is nice. Gary Payton, always good to get some star players. Patrick Ewing, Paul Pierce, second year card there. Glenn Rice, not the Laker we're looking for, but we'll take that. All right, Tim Hardaway, John Stockton, Jay Williams. There we go, is that Joe Smith? And a T-Mac. Love T-Mac with the Raptors. Oh, we've got our first insert. Okay, let's see what kind of fire is in store for us. Exciting to start off with a Magic player, Darrell Armstrong, Sam Cassell, Anton Jamison, another Magic, Ron Mercer, and first class, Gary Payton. All right, I like that. Always happy to get an insert, especially one that's 1 in 12 packs when you've only got 4. So we're beating the odds already, but the last pack here, really want to hope for some last pack Magic with a sign of the times. Love to see a penny. All right, we do have some last pack Magic. So let's see what we got here. Definitely something, definitely something. Lindsey Hunter, Antoine Walker, Rod Strickland. We've got a Damon Mighty Mouse and Maximum Force. Keith Van Horn, not the player we were hoping for, but that's all right.
So we beat the odds, and really, definitely did very well compared to the odds. Get that one insert that was 1 in 4 with a Maximum Force, but it's Keith Van Horn, so not too excited about that. And then also doubled up and got the first class with the Gary Payton, so that was 1 in 12 packs. And one of the ones I was saying is one of the better looking ones, but no autograph fire, no Kobe's, Iversons, or you know, any pennies, obviously, to add to my collection. So, you know, this would definitely be on the bust side if you're looking at buying some of these packs. Not what you're looking for. Like I said, very hard to get a boom out of this. It's like opening National Treasures. Not that you're going to come up with jerseys and stuff like that, but it's just like you're going to get one or the other. There's no in between, really. So great to beat the odds, great to get some inserts, but nothing too crazy. You know, honestly, my collection of pennies, most of the cards that I have that are autographed, most of them are with him as either after his playing days or with the Suns uniform. There's not too many that I have with him with the Magic, and he didn't sign a whole ton of cards when he was with the Magic. So question of the day for you is, what is one of those pieces of your collection that you would really like to build out? For me, I would really like to build out my penny autographs with the Magic uniforms. So that's one of those pieces of my collection that there's a few. I'm hunting them down. They're really hard to get, but I would really like to build up that part of my collection and have some nice stuff from the 90s to look at. But let me know down in the comments what is something for you, piece of your collection that you want to build out and beef up a little bit. So this was a fun rip. Like I said, had the itch to do a rip and wanted to do a product that maybe I could get some additions to my PC. Didn't turn out that way this time, but we're going to keep ripping and hope we get some big hits. It's been a while since we've had some really exciting hits, but I'm sure there'll be some coming soon. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos dropping once, sometimes twice a week. We do pack openings, looks into my PC, some collector interviews, and so much more. Thanks. We'll talk later.